Hey guys, this will be super quick. I went to Whole Foods and ran a couple errands today. I got the New York style Daiya cheesecake to try. I'm going to bring that over to our friend's house for Christmas dinner. Got myself the Tofurky veggie roast. Trader Joe's was out of their roast, so I'm going to be trying this for the first time. And then I'm going to be making a coconut cream pie, and I'm veganizing it, so I'm using the So Delicious Cocoa Whip stuff. Oh, and by the way, the almond nog was really good. Could be a little bit more flavorful, and Silk does have another one that's like their original nog, so maybe I will try that one next year. But this is good enough for right now. All right, so I got some more American slices. I'm out. I got some of the Chow Field Roast Original Creamy. And for the first time ever, I'm going to brave trying this stuff. I know some people like the block cheese better than the grated cheese, so I'm going to see if it's manageable or if I just need to grate it up and use it in pizza. Because I don't mind Daiya cheese, like cooked, melted, but when it's whole, like not melted or whatever, it's kind of disgusting. So at the very least, this might just become like a queso dip or something. At the recommendation of John and Jamie from Our Conscious Life, My Conscious Life, and John's Conscious Life, I am going to go ahead and try the coconut almond flavor. And Jamie, I was totally wrong. The large size of this, regularly priced, is $69.99, and this size was, I believe, right around $40 regularly priced. And I got this maybe a little bit more. I paid $32 something and it was $9 off on sale, so I went ahead and just got the small one to give that a try. And then I think they also tried these chocolates, I believe, in one of their Taste Test Tuesdays. I think it was this brand. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and try it. This is the peppermint stick, and it's dark chocolate, and the nutcracker brittle. And they had another one, they had the gingerbread, but the gingerbread had something in it. It was either milk or eggs. I can't remember. Say hi, Tiffany. Hi, pretty girl. Oh, big yawn. Say hi to YouTube. Yeah? You too tired? You want to go back to sleep? I love you. You don't care right now, do you? Alright, guys. That is about it. Yeah, that's all I bought. I'm going to run some other errands later on. Oh, I got this new bag, too, from Whole Foods. I like some of their bags. Hey, guys. So I was supposed to work today from 8:30 to 6:30, and I got a text from my manager this morning. Hey, do you want to take the day off? I was like, no brainer, of course. So, which works out really well. I was able to do some errands and go to the post office and all that good stuff and get that out of the way so my husband and I can actually have the day off together tomorrow because we're gonna go see Star Wars. Yay! So right now I just got home from all my errands. Well, most of them. I'm gonna try to do one more. I'm gonna have my lunch that I had packed. Ooh, there we go. Packed for myself for my lunch for work, if I can talk. This is just 2 really large sweet potatoes mashed up that I baked the other day, so that makes a really good, easy lunch for me. So yeah, I'm gonna go enjoy that and then figure out if I'm gonna do any more errands, and then there's a slight possibility I'm going to be making a vegetable pot pie for dinner. Fingers crossed I don't get lazy because that sounds really good, and I have some mushrooms in the fridge that just are calling out their name to be used. So I will talk to you guys later. Tiffany, you sleeping? Yeah. What are you doing? Sleepy girl. Oh, I love you. It's almost dinner time. It's almost time to eat. You want food? Tiffany? Are you hungry? Oh, hungry and sleepy? Yeah? Hungry? You want to eat dinner? Yeah. Okay. I did the dishes. Got just enough done so I can make dinner. I actually don't need to make dinner for a little while yet because my husband doesn't get home till later, but I can at least get some chopping out of the way. I'm going to make a vegan pot pie. And for sure there's going to be mushroom in it. And then there will probably be, I think I'm going to add some potato too. I haven't decided yet. I need to get these onions used though because they're getting a little funky. I have to take off the first layer. They're getting some gushy bits on them, which isn't good. And not using one recipe in particular. I looked at several. Chicken pot pie is pretty easy. You just saute up your veggies. You make like a roux, make a gravy, stir it all together, put it in a pan and either top it with a crust, or do the really lazy thing and top it with biscuits, which is what I'm going to do, because biscuits are super easy to make. Crust is pretty easy to make too, but I don't want to have to roll anything out. With biscuits, I can just knead it and cut it into the shapes that I want. So, yeah. So the first thing I'm prepping is just a little bit onion, and also calls for garlic. And I'll probably just use a little bit of this stuff. We get it at Trader Joe's. My husband likes to use it for kale salad when he makes it. And trust me, I do use fresh garlic a lot too. He just likes to use that one for a salad, so when I don't feel like chopping regular garlic, I just use that jarred one. And like I said, there isn't going to be a real recipe for this. I'm just going to chop a bunch of veggies and cook a bunch of stuff together. So, but a recipe that looked pretty good was the Minimalist Baker had one that's topped with biscuits. So you guys can check that one out if you need a real recipe, or you can just kind of casually see what I do here, because it's fun sometimes to do recipes just on the fly without, or cook, I should say, without a recipe, if you kind of got the basics of what to do. So, yeah. That should be enough. That's plenty. I think most recipes call for like half a medium onion, and I really like onions, so that's probably like a whole small to medium onion there. I think that's it for the moment. My husband's not going to get home till like 10:30, and I know that's late, but you know, when he closes, I want to make sure he has a hot dinner. So, yeah, that's it for now. I'll be back with you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, time to start making dinner. This is most of what I'm using. The only thing I don't have out right now for the filling of the pot pie is the flour for thickening. But I'm going to be sauteing up some onions and garlic, and then I'm going to be making a roux with the broth and some flour, and it'll turn into like a cream sauce. The cream sauce, I'll be adding some soy milk. You can use almond milk, any kind of milk that you want, just any unsweetened plant-based milk. And then I've got a bunch of mushrooms. I'm going to throw this whole package of mushrooms in, and probably about a cup or so of these. So I don't want it to be too huge of a pot pie, so it'll actually, I don't know if it's going to fit in my pie pan or if it's going to be in the like square baking dish, but I don't want it to be like the big baking dish. So I'm going to get this made first. Oh, and I'm going to season with 21 Seasonings, Salute, and some salt. But I'm going to get the filling made first. Once that's all made to satisfaction, whatever, then I will make the biscuits. The biscuit topping is going to be the coconut oil biscuit that I made before, and I made a video probably a couple weeks ago for that. So let's get started with the filling. Alright guys, so right now I have got the onion, the garlic, and the mushrooms in here. I went ahead and added the mushrooms now because I wanted those to go ahead and cook down some. If the cup of frozen veggies isn't enough, I will get some more. But I think because of the added mushrooms, 1 cup of veggies instead of like 2 or more cups or whatever is probably going to be fine. And then while I'm letting this cook down and wilt a little bit more, let me put the lid back on. The only thing I'm prepping right now for my biscuits is the, sorry I can't see, neither can you, is the coconut oil. So the reason I'm getting that ready now is because I wanted the coconut oil to get nice and hard. So I'm going to just put that in a separate little dish, spread it out a little bit, and I'm going to just let this sit in the fridge so it gets nice and hard. Back when I used to make traditional biscuits, or if any of you know who bake and make biscuits and doughs and stuff like that, you want your fat to be nice and hard. So when you mix it in with the flour and then when it bakes, it'll create these little pockets of air and pockets of goodness, and that's what makes your biscuits nice and fluffy. So I just want to get that nice and cold, because if you didn't have that, your biscuits wouldn't be as nice and fluffy. They'd probably be flatter, and they'd probably be a little bit denser as well. So I just got this smushed down a little bit. I'm going to let that harden up in the fridge, and I'm going to continue to cook the filling, and yeah, we'll just go from there. I also already added a little bit of salt. I use this pink Himalayan salt. I get the big jar from Costco because it's just a really good price. I haven't put that much in there so far, probably about 1/4 teaspoon. And then I'm also going to use the Trader Joe's 21 Seasoning Salute. I will be adding more salt. I'm going to taste it after I have made the like the gravy part of it. That's usually what needs a little leaven from the salt. So I'm just going to add some of that in there right now. It smells so good. I'm just going to try to get the liquid to cook out of this a little bit, and then I will be adding I will be adding the flour and the broth, and we'll let that thicken, and then we will add the soy milk, and then we'll let that thicken to a nice yummy gravy, and we'll re-season, add veggies, and you know, just keep going on and on. Alright, and it's going to be a little hard to see, but if you ever need your liquid to evaporate out, I don't know if you can see that, I pushed all the veggies to around the edge, and I have just the liquid bubbling in the middle, so it's actually just about there. So let me go ahead and cut this off and tend to my veggies. Alright, as you just saw, I just added the broth, or added the flour first, and when I added the flour, I let it cook a little bit in the pan because you don't want a raw flour taste. So whenever you add flour for thickening, you want to add that first, and you want to cook it a little bit to cook out the raw flour taste. And the general rule is cook it for 1 minute for every tablespoon you used, and I just used 1/4 cup. I didn't quite cook it for 4 minutes, but I cooked it till I no longer saw any white. So I thought that was pretty good. And then I just added in my veggie broth, and you saw I kind of like whisked it in. That way I didn't really have any lumps, and it looks pretty smooth from here. And once I got that whisked in a little bit, I went ahead and added in my soy milk, and now all we got to do is wait and let it thicken. So once this is thickened, I'm going to check for seasoning again. I will add in the frozen veggies, and then I will get to making the biscuit topping. We're almost done. So it's just been a few minutes and I've been whisking it. It's thickening up rather nicely already in literally just a couple of minutes. So this will probably be almost ready to go pretty soon. You want to let it get to the thickness that you want it and then add the veggies in. Because once you add these cold veggies to the pan, it's going to stop the boiling, and this is only going to thicken while you got some nice bubbly heat going on. So don't get ahead of yourself and add the veggies too quickly, especially since they're frozen veggies. So we're just going to let this bubble a little bit more, and then we'll add veggies, and we'll be almost done. It smells delicious. And the filling is done. I just added in the 1 cup of veggies. I think this will be good enough. I probably actually could add in more veggies, but we'll just try this out. And I think it's actually going to fit in my pie dish. I think that's what I'm going to try to put in. But since I've been recording a little bit more than normal today, my phone is kind of low on battery, so I'm going to go put this on the battery while I assemble everything else. I'm not going to show the biscuit assembly because I do have another video for that, so I will show you what this looks like right before it goes in the oven. Alright guys, here it is, ready to go in the oven. I've got my oven set for 425. I'm going to pop this in there, check on it after about probably 10 minutes, then rotate it around so all the biscuits bake evenly, and then let it go for at least another 10 minutes. Alright guys, sorry the dishwasher is going in the background. I actually did my dishes while I was waiting for this to bake up. I went ahead and baked it for 20 minutes, and the top is nice and crusty and golden brown, so should be pretty tasty. It smells delicious. So my husband should be home in probably about 15-20 minutes, so it'll be perfect timing. Give this time to cool off a little. And there's my 2 little leftover Lonely Biscuits that will either get eaten tonight or tomorrow morning for breakfast. Just haven't decided yet. So I don't even need to tell you, but the filling tastes delicious. I know I love my biscuits, so I'm sure it's going to taste really good. So guys, thanks for watching today, and I hope you enjoyed the grocery haul and this little quick video, and well, it's probably not so quick anymore, but this recipe and all that good stuff. So alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to y'all later. And if I don't make another video beforehand, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever you want to say, but Merry Christmas from Fruity Foodie. Bye guys!